So right here I have a tankless hot water heater, and right here I installed an instant hot water pump, or a hot water recirculation pump. If you look it up, this is what you're going to find for hot water recirculation. So what I did, I got the Watts branded recirculation pump, and this is my hot water line down here going up. I installed it using the shark bite fittings, and I decided to get a more flexible tubing so that I could kind of wiggle the connection in, because I measured it 3 times, as you should do, and then I cut once on the bottom as well as the top, and it fits nice and snug. Right now it's running. So what it does is it runs, the pump is always running, but there's a valve, I'll show you that later, under the sink, and the valve will open when the water, I think, is 95 degrees Fahrenheit, and then it lets this run, which I have it set to 125 degrees Fahrenheit, and it allows the pump, which is already running quietly, it doesn't use much power, it allows the water to actually flow through the system. What it does is it goes back through the cold water line over on the right hand side. The one downside is maybe your cold water isn't as cold, but the upsides are so much better. In the winter, the hot water is instant, warm, all the time. What I actually did was, if you can see it in the far right, I just have a smart switch, so I can turn it off and on, turn the pump off and on remotely as needed. So I have it scheduled to turn off when I'm not using it, like 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. till 5 a.m. or something like that. So now I'll go show you the valves underneath the sinks. It's a little hard to see under here. This is my kitchen sink. I have a water filter on the cold water line so I can drink the water. Then I also have that valve behind the garbage disposal. Trying to focus on it. Well, anyway, I'll show you, I'll get a better picture of the one on the other bathroom. Alright, so I'm underneath the other bathroom, and there's the valve I'm talking about. It comes with the hot water pump. And basically you have your hot water coming in from the house and then going out to the sink, and then the valve crosses, and same with the cold water. So that valve opens on its own based on the temperature. When it gets too low, like 95, it opens and it just silently allows the hot water to recirculate through the cold water line. I have 2 valves under the sinks, one under the kitchen sink and one under the upstairs bathroom sink. I originally had the one valve that the kit came with under the bathroom sink upstairs, so that allowed the hot water to be instant. I was still waiting 10 or 15 seconds, it felt like forever in the kitchen, so I decided to buy another valve, and it works just fine having the 2 of those. So I highly recommend it if you are looking to do the same thing as I did, and you still, after installing one valve, feel the need that one of your other sinks is still kind of running cold water for a while. I just would buy another valve and install it the exact same way. Alright, I hope that helped. I enjoy this hot water recirculation loop. It's excellent. Highly recommend it. The total cost is around $300, the pump being the most expensive piece. The installation's pretty simple, or you can hire a plumber to do so. But yeah, good luck.